Alright, everyone, got Frankenfoot here, getting back into the swing of war after the boat update. At the moment, I'm still more or less trying to get 3 stars on their highest Town Hall 9, provided our Town Hall 9s have not already done so, which they're so good at doing. But that's kind of where I think my place in war is right now. I do attack the occasional Town Hall 10. If they have something without Infernos, I will attack that and try for 3 stars. Don't always get it. But I am slowly making my way into actually being a full-fledged Town Hall 10 rather than a 9.5. No Infernos in my defenses yet, but I do have level 5 Golems, and I will soon have level 3 Hounds, so I'm making my way. Anyway, so the goal of this base, we're doing a GoBoLaLoon, and what we're going to do is send the kill squad, the Go and the Bow, sort of down this pathing here. And on their way, I expect them to take out the Queen, the Town Hall, not that I needed them to, but they're going to take out these 2 air defenses, and if I'm lucky, they'll push deep enough and start working on these guys here. But that is going to take so long that I can't really guarantee they're going to have time for that. Anyway, but yeah, as you can see, you had the kill squad coming in down here. They're doing a great job of wrecking stuff. And I almost forgot about the darn... well, I did forget about the darn clan castle troops until I saw them floating over my king, and I thought, oh, well, that's not good. But anyway, so the bowlers sort of do a split, and the queen and one bowler sort of go north, and now he's going to ignore the jump spell and just start throwing a rock at that wall, because why the heck not? But these guys are going to go. But once that air defense is gone, it was just let's go ahead and drop the LaLoon. Pretty spread out base, so not maybe the ideal base to do this attack strategy on, but it's still relatively robust enough to get it done. Tesla farm pops up north. Wasn't sure where the Teslas were going to be. That kind of messed with my balloon pathing. Just because I didn't see any defenses up there except for that one archer tower, and I was going to drop some balloons in the backside to take care of him. But now that the Tesla farm popped up, I had to wait and use a heal spell on them. I usually use the first heal spell on the bowlers, but they spread out and didn't really need it. So I just saved one and didn't use it on the bowlers. Now I have 2, but I really only needed 1. Once those balloons took care of that Tesla farm, it was pretty much game over. Still have Golemites walking around, bowler, wizard for cleanup. You know the drill at this point. So swag a heal spell and a balloon. So now let's break down the base, as I often do, or always do. So for spread out bases like this, a GoBoLaLoon is a workable strategy. A queen walk is not going to work so well here because your air defenses are sort of to the exterior, but they're also recessed enough that a queen can't reach it. So really the only thing she could do is maybe start here, or start here, and then walk in that direction with healers around her. So we're going to go with the GoBoLaLoon. Yeah. So which side do we want to attack on? If you're coming from this side, you'll have 2 expos on you pretty darn quick. You will have the opportunity to take 1 out pretty quick. And then you can go this way to get the archer tower and the heroes. Or you could try to come in here, take out all the wizard towers, and still try to move forward and take out 2 air defenses, but you're far away from the heroes. In this case, you've got to make a turn. If you're coming from this side, you don't really have any air defenses, and if you try to come in here, you'll have both heroes on you at once. You'd like to avoid the king for as long as you could. And your heroes are going to be harassing your golems virtually instantly, and that doesn't do anybody any good. Well, it doesn't do your attack well. It probably does their defense pretty well. So I think the best spot to come in is over here. You're going to come in, you're going to take out this air defense and this air sweeper. This other air sweeper is pointed in this direction, so we're going to come in behind it starting on that air defense. But we'll work on that first. There we go. Thank goodness. So thanks to being a Town Hall 10, I have more camp space now, so I'm bringing in some extra wizards to help get things in quicker. I've got higher powered golems, so things should go very swimmingly there. So what I was going to do is go ahead and drop one golem here and 1, 2, 3 wizards to try to clean up on this side. And then, very precisely, I wanted to drop a golem right here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 wizards, one for each building over here, and sort of wipe this half out. And then this half will be gone. And then I'm bringing 4 wall breakers, 1 wall breaker to come in here, test it for traps, then 3 more to come in behind it. And at some point in time, my golems seemed to wander out of the range of that archer tower, so it could have ended disastrously, but something tanked for it, and the wall breakers got through. Don't ask questions, you know. If you see the archer shooting and it's going to sit there for a while, just, you know, go for it. But then when you bust in here, we'll have a rage spell to greet everyone upon entry, and that will help them get through the heroes and the town hall, which is a high hit point building. And as they get deeper into here, they will pull the clan castle, and we've got 2 poison spells for them, completely random, no idea what's going to be in it. Earlier, one of the first, not one of the first, one of the earlier attacks on this war. Then to continue pushing through the base, I was thinking I'm going to put 1 jump spell here, try to keep them out of this compartment, keep them going forward, because there's not a whole lot of value in here. I thought he might have put some Teslas in here, because if you put a Tesla against each wall here, the queen cannot reach it from either one of these compartments. So I was expecting to hit some Teslas in here, but that never really happened. Instead, they were all clustered up here. So, but yeah, continue pushing through here, and then they'll take out that air defense and at least occupy that expo. And then once that's happened, you get this compartment cleared, you've got these compartments cleared, and the LaLoon can sort of start in this direction. Now, I was thinking that you've got this nice little line here that's going to be left, right, of defenses here, and the loons can just rip-roar through that. These Teslas popped up there and kind of threw a chink in that plan, but I had a heal spell in the bank for them, which I knew I would have by virtue of being a Town Hall 10, but I would have had one anyways a 9, just because I didn't use it on the bowlers, because they didn't cluster up like they were supposed to. Instead, they went and got bombs dropped on their head. Silly balloons. Anyway, but yeah, you move through here in this direction, and that pretty much would have been it. I did have a heal spell in the bank in case this wizard tower was still up. I did expect that archer tower to be up. I wonder, I'll have to see what happened at the end of the raid. But yeah, so simple formula, you know, golems, wizards, wall breakers, take out the queen, 2 air defenses, and then you're good to do a LaLoon. And it's also nice to start on this wizard tower farm while your balloons are still at really high health and while you still have a golem probably tanking for them. I am going to drop a haste spell to get them in here to take out the air defense, and then another haste spell to get them through the wizard tower, most likely, was my plan. I think that's what I did. Anyway, so there's sort of the detailed breakdown for this Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 9 GoBoLaLoon. And so you see the nice golem with little spikes on his back coming down, or rocks or whatever. Oh, okay. He just barely dropped him on the wrong spot. I had planned. That's a mistake on my end. I had looked at this, and then right before the attack, I had said, "Oh, I need to drop him here." So the golem will wander around and beat up on the wall right there, and then he will probably barely tank for that archer tower. Well, maybe I did do the right thing. Now, see, here's a bunch of bull crap. See that? See that? If this were the builder base, that golem would be tanking for that, right? But if you were an archer in the builder base, like that little, like, just being close to the circle means that she's going to get a cannon in her face. But no, golem's not going to get hit by the archer. No, instead she's going to pop little, oh, poor little wizard, pop little wizards into purple circles of bubbles. Yeah. Anyway, but it was very important to clean out these buildings because I want to enter over here, and the last thing I want to do is have bowlers get distracted and walk in this direction, because all it takes is for this building here to be up, and the bowlers are going to take this one out over the wall, and they can take that one out over the wall and just keep on moving. So with that guy gone, they can take these buildings out, and then they will more likely want to actually move into the base. So yeah, I wanted that guy gone pretty bad. Anyway, but yeah, wizards provide just enough cover for the wall breakers. Should have dropped that king is what I should have done. Let him for sure start taking. But things are going well enough. I suppose Rage will get the king through the Dark Elixir storage. Bowlers become raged and they start wiping things out like maniacal sons of guns with rocks, because that's pretty much what they are. And I just wasn't quite watching well enough to know that the darn clan castle was coming. So lost some bowlers there. That's unfortunate. I had a heal spell to use for them, but it's just not. They weren't clustered up enough. They split, and this is the guy I really wanted to keep alive. He's doing the work that I wanted him to do. So just sort of waited, but the golems are tanking so well for him that I didn't need to do it. And once that air defense is gone, it's time for the LaLoon. So dropping 3 now balloons per defense and dropping them far out because this was sort of a spread base, and I could wait and afford a little bit of time on my hound, which are still Town Hall 9 level hounds. And so the balloons rip through that first section, and that Tesla farm pops up, and now you got to think fast. So I did drop that heal spell, and I thought, So I dropped that heal spell, and it looked like everything was firing on those balloons. So I thought that a balloons coming in from the north would be tankable enough they wouldn't take any damage. But the balloon that these guys were firing on must have fallen, because I lost 2 and now 3 of all those balloons. But the rest of them stayed up. I don't know what took that thing out. But yeah, in between the pups and the rest of the kill squad, the rest of the base is just wiped out at this point. Yeah, let's find out. Let's watch one more time to see what happened to that archer tower, because I'm curious. Oh, I bet a wizard took it out. Ah, yes, that is the perk. I brought extra wizards in this raid. Yes, thank you, Sir Wizard. Thank you, Sir Wizard. Hey, by the way, there was a hog rider and a wizard that were on that boat to get to the builder's base, and I'll be darned that I don't see them anywhere in the builder's world. Maybe they never got off the boat. Maybe the hog rider crashed them into the rocky cliffs and they all perished. But anyway, there you go. Tell you what, just for fun, I'll show you one builder base attack. I'm sort of in a holding pattern because I'm upgrading to Town Hall 4, or Builder Hall 4, I should say. I've maxed out pretty much. Yeah, I'm just waiting on this guy to finish. Man, it is painful. It's painful not using gems in this builder base sometimes. But let's see. Yeah, why not? Well, this is a Barch strategy. And the Giants, Barbarians, Archers kind of stopped working for me, so I started doing this. The problem with a Barch is if you send all the Barbarians in on this, they're going to die literally instantly as soon as that thing falls. It's going to kill all your Barbarians, so you don't want to do that. So the idea is maybe to funnel one side of the base and see if you can't convince, at least in this one, can't convince things to try to break through a wall somewhere close to the builder's hut. Because if you can break in back here, you can easily rush a raged Barbarians in and start taking some of these out. And with archers behind them, you'll get the builder's hall, and then you just got to hope you get enough for the 2-star at that point. So let's see. Okay, so we're cleaning up this side too. I don't remember this attack at all, apparently. But what I've seen with this, so this is so your archers can't reach the builder's hall, but you can still put the builder's hall in the back. They're leaving this side open because giants and everything else are going to have a real hard time not wanting to walk into here with the walls here. But if you drop them just right, you should have some barbarians that would want to attack the edge of this wall. They never want to attack here, I guess because there's no buildings in there, but they will attack this joint here if you can drop them just right. Because you do not want to send barbarians in the front. I can guarantee you that. So there they go. They're attacking, and then drop a whole group of them to get them through the wall. Then once they bust through the wall, I'll drop the rest so they can go and start attacking things in a rage state. And all the archers behind them save one, and they get the town hall and they start working on some of these other defenses. But man, these builder bases, maybe things will get more interesting when we have more advanced troops in the end. But right now, it's just, oof. troops just get wiped out quickly. But I had one archer left, and so I went ahead and dropped her down here. Try to get as many of these collateral buildings as she could, and she did get far enough to give me the 2-star, so God bless her. That was enough to win this one. Yeah, generally I'm at, let's see, where am I at? I'm sitting at 1650 trophies, and if we look at the battle log, these 3 stars just don't seem to happen here. 2 stars almost always wins it, at least for me. And often, 1 star will win it, or even just high percentage will win it. So maybe things will get more interesting as you go on. I'm starting to get attacked by bombers. If you haven't seen bombers, this is what they look like. They just throw bombs at walls. They don't commit suicide like the wall breakers, but they pretty much do the same thing. They just get ticked off at walls. Oh, yeah, I guess I should show you that. That's my fun little push trap, spring trap thing. Yes, he lost all his tanking instantly because he did exactly what I was hoping he would do. There's a push trap here, and there's a Tesla here, so when you drop a giant, they're immediately going to be drawn at that push trap. And there's another push trap here that's designed to hurdle things over here to where there's a spring trap. So the thing is, if somebody drops troops here or here, they're going to hit one of those push traps. And it will launch things into a spring trap. So anyway, we'll watch it unfold. Come on, buddy. You can do it. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, my goodness, I've been going for 16 minutes. I am so late. There he comes. Woo! 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 Yeah, so there's the bombers in action. They're useful for getting through that wall, but they just don't do anything after that. They don't really contribute to the attack. Well, I guess we'll have to figure out how to use them. Nobody's used them against me rapidly successfully, so we'll have to figure that out later. All right, Frankofit's talked long enough. He'll smell you guys later.